Starting this edition with some breaking news now coming in. After Nawaz Sharif, who advised his brother Shehbaz Sharif to dial down the tensions and perhaps resort to diplomacy, now you've had their ally. Pakistan's People's Party chief, PPP chief and former foreign minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari has said that he personally is not in favor of Pakistan violating other bilateral or international agreements with India, including the Shimla agreement. But if India continues to move forward in this regard, then Pakistan may also have to consider maintaining bilateral agreements. Now, in fact, this comes at a time when they have already violated the Shimla agreement. A political editor, Aishwarya Kapoor, is basically joining us on this broadcast. Aishwarya, they've already broken the Shimla agreement, and now you have Bilawal basically going back and indicating that dial down the tension.
Well, it's a scared Bilawal Bhutto. It's a complete U-turn. They have basically understood that after all that bravado on the social media, whether it was Ornab's debate last night, Pakistanis are fighting within themselves because they understand that they are in no condition, and I repeat, they are in no condition at all to fight a war with India and their leaders, each and every one. Bilawal is just the first. We are going to see a series of leaders taking a U-turn and understanding that if really a war breaks out, Pakistan is going to lose everything. And when I say everything, we mean everything, Shavan. Pakistanis, and it is just not about one leader. Pakistani people, the common people, are against their own army now after the corruption charges leveled on Asif Munir coming out. As you were just mentioning, after Nawaz Sharif telling her younger brother Shahbaz, who is actually the Prime Minister of Pakistan, that Pakistan is in no condition. And then what is the condition of the Pakistani army? That they don't even have petrol or even basic artillery supply for even 3 days. So in such a scenario where India is ready for 6 months, Pakistan is just not ready even for 3 working days. And basically under this circumstance, Bilawal Bhutto is spilling the beans, showing that how inexperienced he really is, but that in his inexperience he has spilled out the exact truth, which we've been saying, that Pakistan is not ready. And now the Pakistani leaders themselves are coming out and saying that they do not want a war. They want a solution. And it was started by Nawaz Sharif because he understands, because he's the real brains behind the Pakistani government, and he's in London. So he's talking to his European counterparts and also to the American backdoor diplomacy is working out. So, yeah.
Aishwarya, just a quick update we are getting in. In fact, there was an emergency meeting that took place in Pakistan because they are now worried that if they basically continue in the manner they are, they're going to basically attract a stronger retaliation from India. And that is the reason why suddenly you see it is Shehbaz's ally, Bilawal, now making this call to Shehbaz Sharif and indicating that, look here, we should not violate any of the agreements.
Well, Savan, retaliation will be there, and it will be unequivocal and fierce. Let there be no doubt about it. It's just a scared Pakistani administration which is now spilling the beans. As we just mentioned, it is just Bilawal Bhutto is just one of the first of many other leaders who are going to come out and then spill the reality, which Bilawal has just said, that Pakistan is not ready. Under any circumstance, Pakistan cannot, whether it was 71 or it's 2025, Pakistan is not ready. Pakistan cannot fight a war with India. It is just a social media campaign which their leaders and their army have been running, because Pakistani army, Shaman, you understand that better, does everything what a professional army should not do. They are into business, they are into property dealing, they are into everything but not fighting wars. And that's the exact thing which Asif Munir has basically taken to a different level as far as corruption is concerned. And hence, in the present scenario, after Nawaz Sharif getting out those details, because if you see an 80 crore money laundering case against the Pakistani army chief, he is into property building. So when all of these details come out about the Pakistani army, the Pakistani understand that the bravado is only going to destroy
Pakistan further. Back to you.
Well, in fact, we're just getting at some more details right now of multiple meetings that have actually taken place. This is with the Security Council of the Pakistani Assembly being actually called in for a further meeting that's taking place. We'll try and get you more details in a short while from now. But also coming in an instruction from the Pakistani Armed Forces also Aishwarya, you've had the Pakistani Army as well as Pakistan Navy and Pakistan Air Force all coming together saying that, okay, let's just be in a heightened security situation right now because we do not know what's going to come in the next, what they are saying, in the next 72 hours. That's what the Pakistanis are saying.
Well, it's a perception. They actually understand, Shavan, that yes, India is going to retaliate because the way they've done this time is that sending their own army officers. What we are being told, we are aware of the terror camps. We are aware that they are sponsoring, they are harboring, they are creating terror and then trying to unleash it over India. But India is not going to allow that. But as far as their preparedness is concerned, it was open that as soon as India moved INS Vikrant into the Arabian Sea from their Karachi port, the complete deployment was moved away. So it's a scared Pakistani establishment, it's a scared Pakistani Navy, and as we were just saying, as and more details about corruption of the Pakistani Army Chief Asif Munir comes out, we will see more and more division within the Pakistani establishment, Army, ISI. The people are already suffering for last several decades now. They don't have drinkable water, they don't have adequate amount of food. Forget about petrol, forget about artillery shells, forget about the basic requirement which is needed by any professional army to fight a war for at least 7 days, Shavan. So it's very, very difficult as far as Pakistan is concerned, and the Pakistani establishment is now aware. That is why we are saying that this preparedness, these messages, these social media videos, all of this is okay as far as you are fighting a propaganda war on social media. But India is not preparing for a propaganda war. India is preparing for a proper retaliation, and that is what is scaring the hell out of the Pakistani establishment, including that of the ISI and the Pakistani army. Back to you, Shavan.
Well, thank you very much, Aishwarya, for getting us the latest details. Now,